In Building the Best You, we talked about the stairway to success. And that is powerful stuff that will change your life only if you start and you take the first step. Joe Saba said you don't have to be great to start, but you've got to start if you're going to be great. My question to you today is, when are you going to start? When are you going to start? I was living in Allentown, Pennsylvania, driving 50 miles to go to work. I worked in a factory on a production line. I had seniority, was making actually fairly good money, but it was a dirty environment. There were chemicals in the air. The work we did was tedious and boring. Not only that, but recently I had become a born-again Christian from listening to a cassette by a man named Zig Ziglar, who some of you may have heard of. The moral environment of where I worked was really not the best. And so I started saying to myself from time to time, you know, I really should probably look at doing something different with my life. And I wouldn't do anything. And later on I would think, you know, I really should take a step in doing something better for my life, a new career, and then I wouldn't do anything. Any of you ever do that? Can I say, I ought to? I would work 12 to 16-hour shifts sometimes, and then I'd drive home 50 miles. Started dozing off while I was driving home, and when that would happen, I'd say, you know, I really probably should look for a new career. Then one day, I was driving home in the morning after a 16-hour shift. Driving, telling myself, you've only got 40 more miles. Stay awake, you can do this. Driving. You've only got 30 more miles, Gary. You can do this. Stay awake. Driving. 10 more miles. Stay awake. Driving. All of a sudden, I wake up, and all the traffic on the interstate is dead stopped, and I'm going 60 miles an hour into the back end of an 18-wheeler. And I see my life is done. I mean, I'm going too fast, he's too close, I'm gone. In a split second, I see myself crumpled up under the back of that truck. I instinctively slammed on the brakes, turned the wheel, and when the car stopped and my heart started, I realized I was alive. I got out of the car, looked around it. The only damage was a little bit of a dent in the rear quarter panel where I had swerved into one of those mileage marker posts. And I got back down, sat in the car. Then the traffic just started moving like nothing happened. Nobody came to me and said, you okay? And I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. And I sat down and I said, I got the message, God. You just saved my life. I could have lost, my family could have been without me, everything. I think today's the day to take the step to change my life. And so when I got home, the first step for me was, my wife and I sat down together and we started praying, God, what do you want for my life? What do you want? Very soon he showed me I should be going into the full-time gospel ministry. He very clearly led that. So we went off to school and I did that for 15 years. And then he led me into still full-time minister, but not pastoring. He led me into administration for a conference of churches. And I've been able to help so many people, so much better than being in a factory somewhere, moving parts. I'm now helping move people. And then I became a Ziglar Legacy Certified Trainer. I am living the life because I took that first step. I'm here today to tell you not to wait for a life-changing experience to change your life. Today's the day.
Love it.